In the PT Core writing exam, part 2, which is your letter or email, is the part where you will score the most amount of marks or lose the most amount of marks. It has more weight, it needs more words, and this is the email question where you're given a situation. You're given 3 bullet points, and most people would write something like this. So we're going to look at what a CLB 6 looks like. Then we'll look at what a CLB 9 looks like. And this breakdown is amazing. We're going to look at every or most important sentences that would score a CLB 6 and compare the same version of that sentence with a CLB 9 plus. I'll tell you why that sentence would score CLB 9 just by the addition of some things that are important for the marking scheme and the AI, as well as the sample vocabulary, which will give you more marks if you use advanced words that are not day-to-day or basic. However, we're not going to use super advanced words or words that are too confusing or sentences that are ridiculously long because it is still an AI and we want it to understand what we're writing. So this is something that is available with 30 plus sample writing answers, sample speaking answers, and 5 mock tests covering all modules, as well as free feedback. If you want this complete package, check out the course link in the description. For now, I'll discuss how you can improve from CLB 6 to a CLB 9 plus, and it's really important for you to understand this. Now, it says your local park is in a state of neglect and requires immediate attention to restore its beauty and usability, and you decide to initiate a community cleanup day. You have to write a letter to your neighbors to encourage participation in the cleanup effort. So you got to do 3 points, talk about the current state of the park, the date and details of the cleanup day, and how participation will benefit the community. Okay. A CLB 6 writing is like this. There is no division on paragraphs. You can see there's only 1 to 3 paragraphs, and you should have at least 4 to 5 paragraphs for task 2. The other thing is the words are way too little, which means the task response is not going to be enough. I don't think the student would have addressed every point correctly. Now, there are usually grammar mistakes as well, but of course, we're not going to intentionally put grammar mistakes in a sample to make it look worse and confuse people. So this is free of grammar mistakes, but if you add a few grammar mistakes on this, it's going to go down to CLB 4 or CLB 5. Now it says, "Hi neighbors, our local park has seen better days and it's time we do something about it. There's trash everywhere and the benches and so on." You can pause the video and you can read it. The language used here is very day-to-day. It is very casual, there's no slang, but this is the kind of language I would use with my friends, not in an English test. Now, what we have to do in our PTE Core test is something like this, more advanced. So we start with esteemed neighbors instead of hi neighbors, which is, again, this is also a little informal. You want to be formal because this is not a friendly thing we're talking about. We're not inviting them to a barbecue. It is a serious issue we're discussing, so the tone has to be more formal. You could also say, "Dear esteemed neighbors." Now, when we see the CLB 6, we see the start is very abrupt. It's just like, our park has seen better days and we need to do something about it. So it's very abrupt without painting a picture or a background. So first we need to introduce our topic properly. The condition of our cherished local park has regrettably deteriorated, marked by litter and disrepair, diminishing its charm and function. All right, lots of great things happening in this sentence, and this is what I want you guys to understand. The adjectives that are used, cherished, deteriorated, these kinds of adjectives give you your marks for your range of vocab or your lexical resource. You have to use adjectives and adverbs, least, regrettably, and the more adverbs you use, the better, but definitely you would have the chance to use adjectives. Adverbs sometimes you have to force, but it's good if you insert at least 1 or 2 or more in your writing task too. Now, you can also see the phrasing, diminishing its charm and function, instead of just saying that it's become ugly. The phrasing paints a picture, describes the situation better. At the same time, you can see the sentence is divided into 2 parts. The first part is, the condition of our cherished local park has regrettably deteriorated. And the second part is this one, marked by litter and disrepair, diminishing its charm and function. So the second part gives you the result look, this is the condition and this is the result. This is what's happening because of that. And that is a two-part sentence, which makes it a complex or compound sentence, and you have marks for that. So you can see even the next one, you can read it again. You can pause the video and read this one. That's a complex sentence as well, but this one is a simple sentence. You need a good combination of simple and complex sentences, not just either one of them. You have to do both. Okay. Now, when we go down, again, I'm not going to read everything because I got to go down and explain the breakdown, but you can pause the video, check it out, look at the language used here, look at how advanced it is. It's not, again, it's not very basic, and it's not highly advanced. It's not PhD level, because if you write it in a way which is too advanced, the AI might not understand it. This kind of vocabulary is just right. That's why I always encourage people to look at all these samples to understand how it's done. And again, you can access them in the course. All right, you put cordially at the end, or yours sincerely, and after that, your name. It's not put here because it's a sample, but the next line here would be your full name, not the first name, because it is a formal email or a letter. Now, when you look at the sample sentences here, look at CLB 6. It says, our local park has seen better days and it's time we do something about it. And this was the replacement, which we have discussed already. Now, the next one would be something like this. There's trash everywhere and the benches and playground need fixing. First of all, the common mistake here is there's two ands, and this is what happens with basic writings. Too many ands, too many I's in one sentence. But instead of that, we can use better words, better phrasing, as I showed you earlier, diminishing its charm and function. Let's see another sentence. If you can spare some time, please join us. It's not bad, because spare some time is actually good phrasing. But you can do it even better by using adjectives and advanced words. Your esteemed participation is solicited to revitalize this communal asset. And again, you don't even have to solicit it. Even the rest of the sentence, just with the words, it is highly advanced, but not super advanced where it is too complex for the AI to understand. It's just good word replacements. Let's look at another one. It's a chance to make our park a beautiful place again for everyone to enjoy. You might say, you know, there's nothing wrong with the sentence. Grammar-wise, it's fine. But again, it is not complex. It is not advanced. That will not score you a CLB 9. And again, CLB 9 in PTE Core is a level of 88 points or higher. So you cannot just write basic sentences and expect a good score. Check out this one. This is the replacement of the CLB 6 sentence. This endeavor not only promises the restoration of the park's aesthetics and utility, but also provides an exemplary opportunity for community engagement and solidarity. Now, but also, not only, where's that? Not only, but also. This is how you can make complex sentences. Not only does this, but also does this. You can use it with a variety of question types. Breaking down the vocabulary further, instead of better days, when the sample said the park has seen better days, you can say the park's condition has deteriorated. Trash is a common word. Litter is advanced. Fixing, instead of that, use disrepair. Instead of cleanup day, you can say collective cleanup initiative. First of all, initiative is an advanced word, and collective is an adjective. So the more descriptions you have with adjectives and adverbs, you get more marks with that. Spare some time, as I said, is not bad, but lend your time and effort is more descriptive. The more descriptive you are, you get a chance to use more adjectives and adverbs. The more of those that you use, you add more marks to your range of vocab. And check out the rest as well. I'm not going to go over everything. You can read it, obviously. Please pause the video and read that. And that is the level you need to be writing at if you want 88 points or more, which is CLB 9, because you cannot expect to go in, write day-to-day language and get an 88 out of 90. By the way, you should really aim for a 90 because you will make mistakes. So you need to have at least a margin of one mistake that might bring you down to 88. 2 to 3 mistakes or higher, you're going to lose your CLB 9. So I hope this video helped. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the course in the description where you can find a lot more of these types of questions. Take care, guys. Good luck.